topic is called domain and range of a linear function that models a real-world situation. A construction crew is lengthening a road, and it's going to tell you that L is going to be the total length of the road in miles. Let D be the number of days that the crew has worked, and suppose that L equals 4D plus 400 gives L as a function of D. The crew can work for at most 60 days. We want to identify the correct description of the values in both the domain and range of the function, and then for each choose the most appropriate set of values. Remember that domain is the x value, range is the y value. Yes, we do not see x and y in this equation, but if you think of it as y equals mx plus b, this is your x and this is your y. So if the domain is your d's, in this case, it's the number of days. So this is going to be your domain, the number of days. Now think about the number of days. Can days be negative? Well, no. You could start with 0, and it says that they can work for at most 60 days. And you want to have only, can you have a partial day? So can you work just half a day? Well, sure. So it's going to be the set of all real numbers that are between 0 and 60. So it's the only one that works. This one could have worked if it had gone up just only to 60, thinking that, you can only work for a full day at a time. You can't work half days. But in real life, we can work half days. So it's going to be the set of all real numbers from 0 to 60. Then the range is going to be the other side of it. So L is going to be the total length of the road. So the length of the road in miles, well, we start with the road that's already 400, because if we did not work any days, the road is 400. So it starts with 400, and it just depends. Each time, each day that we add, we're going to add 4. So just think, if the highest amount of days could be 60, if I plug in to my calculator, or just in my head, if I take 60 here, if I take 4 times 60 and add 400, this is going to be 240 plus 400, so it's going to be 640. So it starts with this being 0, so it starts with just the 400, but the highest is 640. And again, you need to ask yourself, can you have decimals? Well, if you can have decimals in the top one, you can have decimals in the bottom one. So this is going to be the set of all real numbers from 400 to 640. Some examples of when you can't have decimals would be if you're talking about people. You can't have half of a person. But just use your logical thinking, and or ask if you get stuck on this problem. Good luck. Thank you.